Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's doing well. We are coming into Virgo for October 2021. Look at that. I'm plugging my class already. The Art and the Science of Tarot. Click below if you will really like what you're seeing here. You want to understand how to interpret and what tarot means for you in the future? Well, then go ahead and do that. We're going to give each other a little light and love here as we open up. I'm going to totally go over here to the table. I want to point out the Gilded Tarot right here. If you like and subscribe and share this video, friends, family, neighbors, people you don't really like, I don't care. But our street team is on the lookout for you. We want to give this gift box away. We're going to give it away on October 30th in a live event that we're going to do here. It's going to be kind of cool. By the way, those of you that don't know me, I am Conscious Medium Brandon Russ. I am actually a certified medium. I actually travel the world. And I teach classes like intuitive development, the art and the science of tarot, astrology. I also work with indigo parents and their children. I do a lot of work around this spiritual network thing. And please like and subscribe to the Spirit Tree Studio channel. We've got a lot of cool things that are coming up. I think you're going to enjoy it. But right here, I'm going to show you what's going on for October 2021 with our good friends, the Virgos. By the way, you know how you guys kind of have that tendency of being, like talking too much? Yeah, well, Virgo. Oh, let October not be any different. As a matter of fact, it's kind of ramped up on steroids. By the way, the new moon in Libra on October 6th, Libra is oddly your arch enemy, right? Where you're just like, new moon. You're like, I had the new moon. By the way, coming out of the Pisces full moon, you were into helping a lot of people, including yourself, kind of doing you were untethered. Like, that's the word for the Pisces new moon the full moon this time around. And you, as your kind of opposite in your astrological chart, you felt like you needed to help everybody. It's just who you were. You're like, I'll help you, right? There is no way you were going to not make room on that door for Leonardo. You're like, come on, there's plenty of room. Which, by the way, how did he drown? Come on. Room for crystals. Anyways, Virgo, this astrological outlook for you in October 2021 is really about, you might want to chill out. You know that tendency of kind of making mistakes? And by the way, when you make mistakes, they're epic. Virgo is actually the OCD of the astrological chart, and either they're all in or you're all out. You're going to have 4 rooms in your house, and 3 of them are going to be impeccable. They're going to be, you could eat off the floor. And then there's that one room, like, don't go in there. That's you, Virgo, all the time. Well, right now it's the messy room. Bit of a garbage fire for the month of October because you are primed for some really tough decisions, really bad decisions. By the way, that doesn't mean that it's necessarily all bad. Instead of looking at your life as making mistakes, look at them as experiences that you were meant to have. By the way, that kind of helps you through a lot of this. Especially for you right now, Virgo, because you, my friend, are going to make some epic decisions and choices, and they ain't all great. And by the way, with the Mercury retrograde going on right now in an air sign, just shut up. Shut your boom. Discretion is a better part of valor, and in this case, just be quiet. Let it roll off your sleeve. You don't have to react to everything. Virgo, you're ramped up. Let's help you through this. By the way, those of you that are new to the channel, this is one of my tools of divination. This is my Merkaba table. We talk about our light, our love, and our laughter. The light is about the spiritual journey that you're on. The love is about, well, love. The laughter is about the physical 3D in which you're working with. We work from the 5D to the 3D and who you are in between. Those of you that know, there's only one real commandment, and it's all about love. It's all about love, love, love. By the way, if you know that song, I'm going to give you a hint, 1990. If you know that song, put it down below. You might win a free reading with me. By the way, you need to get the name of the song and the band. Let's talk about love, love, love. Fantastic. We're going to be using our Rider-Waite deck and, of course, our Gilded Tarot. You're going to see how beautiful those cards are. You're going to want to win this. And then we're also going to speak to our soul with our Light Speak deck. So anyways, here, right off the bat, We're going to talk about your light. We're going to talk about your spirituality. We're going to talk about the Page of Pentacles, Virgo. Page of Pentacles actually talks about new ideas and a reserve for who you are. That's really super positive for you, by the way. Especially at a time when you've kind of been a little untethered and a little all over the place. And oh, by the way, don't talk. You're going to turn to your spirituality. You're going to remember that you are the light in this situation. Covering up on top of this is actually the Three of Wands. I don't know if you're thinking about moving. I don't know if you're thinking about going anywhere else. But there you go. We're going to talk a little bit about the Pentacles and the Wands together. That right there, a lot of yellow right there, a lot of healing. So you've been going through a spiritual journey in which you are really trying to be connected. By the way, this may also mean that you are going to have a plan. The Page of Pentacles about a new plan. The Three of Wands about travel, where to go and how to go about it. Bada bing, there we go. Great combination for you to open up. Don't forget, you are a spiritual nature of a person. And by the way, as I introduce yourself to me, I want to remind you that this lantern right here is actually your light. That's why I have it here in the studio. Never forget your light. Yes, you'll see it in a Hermit card. Yes, if there's a bustle in your hedgerow, my regards. Robert Plant. But I will tell you that your light is very important. And Virgo, right now, laying this out, you've got to turn to who you are. You've got to have a different perspective and something new. And if you're thinking about moving, finding new teachers, finding new spiritual guidance, whatever the case may be, the 5D is talking about calling you in. Now let's talk a little bit about love. Oh, a little bit of karmatic value here. I'm going to switch over here to the close-up cam. The Justice card, by the way, astrologically, it's the Libra. Astrologically, it is the 11th house. It is your connection with friendship. By the way, in the love life, your friends are actually really, really important. By the way, right now, one of the challenges that you are having is where your family affairs are just all over the place. You've got to be the balance. It's who you are. You have to make this connection the right way. On the other side, right on top of it is a Priestess. Oh, I really like this. So you've got to go back to some basics here. You've got to go back to who you are and what you're about. You've got to be able to look at yourself and say, this is what's good for me and this is a balance for me, right? Don't be afraid of this. Now, I want to switch back over here. I'm going to put this into the right place right here. The Justice, the balance, going back into the things that you know. The High Priestess, the high understanding of who you are and what your path is about. Now let's talk about what goes on with the laughter. It has not been an easy road for you, has it, Virgo? It just hasn't. Oh, yeah, here we go. So the Eight of Cups actually talks a little bit about the trials and tribulations, learning that your losses are actually lessons. You got the Moon and Sun up here going night and day, man. You can't let it go. A little bit of the anxiety card, but help is on the way. Star card, this means you've been through stuff, means you're going to come out of it. It also means that you have to go to who you are in the cosmos and bring it down. You're destined for something very clear and very concise with where you're supposed to be here in the 3D stuff. By the way, the Star card is reminding you to just love your journey. I don't care if somebody did you wrong. I really don't. But this Aquarian energy right here gives a little bit like, I don't care. I really, truly don't care. By the way, Star card's total royalty. Total royalty of the deck. Da-da-da. I told you there's help on the way, Virgo. Don't believe me. Or you can believe me. Now, we're going to speak to some of these cards that are out here. We're going to start using the Gilded Tarot here. By the way, I can't wait for you to see how beautiful these cards are. Right? All right, right out of the gate here. I'm going to show it right up on here. 10 of Cups. By the way, the 10 of Cups actually talks about your happiness. So from a spiritual perspective, you're really happy with your path. So finding something new and finding a new teacher and finding a new place to go with this. Maybe you want to go to Mount Shasta. Maybe you want to go to Sedona. Maybe you want to go to Puerto Rico. Maybe you want to go to Costa Rica. Maybe you want to go to Easter Island. Maybe you want to go to Stonehenge. Whatever this is, you're going to really enjoy your journey. You know, but I was just about to say, how am I going to pay for it? Let me tell you how you're going to pay for it. King of Pentacles shows up. This is about the strong foundation. This is your time to do it. You know, maybe you've kind of been beat up with your path, and maybe you maybe money's been tough over the years. Maybe you haven't been in the right, family situation. Maybe you haven't been able to do it. And maybe you're still not there. But this is a high indicator that the tide is high. And this is your time to really do this. Don't be afraid of this, Virgo. Do not be afraid of this. And by the way, you've got to go inside with this. Remember what I said? King of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. They're talking about your happiness here. Now let's take a look at love. I'm going to tell you, I don't know if you guys are paying attention. You guys watch all of these. And by the way, I'd really appreciate it if you did like and subscribe to all the channels, all of the networks that we're going to have here in this. But if you take a look at each one of these videos, this is the fourth time, the Nine of Cups has come out when approaching love. This is about celebration. This is about understanding who you are in your relationship and celebrating what you have. You might not have it all. You have it all spiritually. You have it all up on the... you have the Ten of Cups sitting up here. Nine of Cups comes out. You're about celebrating your love. Maybe this is a new, passionate relationship. You know, by the way, maybe this is just kind of about exposing what you're meant to. Maybe it's you saying, you know what, I've been there, done that, I'm not doing it anymore. Maybe it's having self-pride and being self-enunciating and saying, no more yahoos in my camp. No more players. I'm going to actually connect with somebody that finds value with me. Let's see where we're going with this one. Oh, yeah, there we go. King of Cups. The King of Cups. Fantastic. And by the way, this right here, the Nine of Cups and the King of Cups, total combo package. You've got royalty with your happiness. By the way, the King of Cups indicates a Pisces. It indicates a Cancer. And oh, by the way, Virgo, your exact opposite for great matches, Pisces. Also tumultuous, but we won't go into that right now. It can be equally as tumultuous. Either it's great or it's not so great. Just like if you met a fellow Virgo. And by the way, I believe in same-sign marriage. I really do. If you met a Virgo, every astrologer would say, either it's going to be awesome or it's going to be terrible. Thanks a lot for your time. Can I have my $1 back? Here's some advice, free advice here on YouTube. You find a Pisces, it's either going to knock itself out of the park or you're going to know early on. My feeling here is that this is a lot of cup energy. By the way, this is actually speaking to balance for you. Remember the Justice card coming out? The Libra time. So your time here in Libra is very much about this. By the way, as you get into Scorpio energy, I'm going to tell you, don't make any bad decisions. Don't make any rash decisions. Don't go making those mistakes where you end up with a walk of shame afterwards. Please, for the love of Pete. Virgo, we know your tendencies. Take a deep breath. Let it unfold. Let it be in balance. Because over here on the spiritual side of things, are you kidding me? The High Priestess comes out again? Wow, this is about your physical 3D side of things. This is your laughter side of it. So old wisdom. This is about learning from your mistakes. Did you go too fast in a previous relationship? Maybe you took too long. Maybe you didn't respond to that text or that email. Maybe you start with that cup of coffee and not say, yeah, we've had 3 nights in a row. How about we go get a cup of coffee? Kind of awkward. Start with a cup of coffee this time. By the way, in this, you're actually going to make these changes and you're going to take what you can. Seven of Swords actually talks a little bit about Are you done? Are you done, Seven of Swords? This is about understanding that mentally you need to be prepared to find that it might not be perfection. By the way, the High Priestess is all about perfection. By the way, it's also all about not really worrying about whether it's perfect. The Seven of Swords is more like take what you can. Take it as is. Take it in the moment. Take your 3D life in the moment. Virgo, get out of your head for a second. Realize what these cards are trying to show you. You are happy with who you are. You're doing some spiritual work here. It's pretty kick-ass. Your love life. Oh, can we take a breather here? You want to be proud about it, and you've got some love coming in. This is real genuine, too, by the way. Again, Pisces, you're welcome. And then, oh, by the way, over here, with the High Priestess and the Seven of Swords. By the way, remember when I said the Star card is all about showing you that you've been through stuff? Yeah, you've been through stuff. Now is the time to apply it. Apply that knowledge. Don't screw it up. Understand that there's no such thing as a perfect thing. So, like when we were kids, we were growing up, it was like, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to do this. 2.3 kids, white picket fence. She's a doctor, he's a lawyer. They have an in-ground pool. They go to Cabo for 10 days a year. They travel the world. The kids are in prep school, blah, 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 blah. I'm talking to all that scenario is less than 0.5%. If that. And what you're doing watching this, I have no idea. But you can click on the link below and schedule with me directly. Just follow the link tree. The reality is, Virgo, there is no white picket fence. There is no perfection in any of this. And now you're at a point in your life where you're starting to realize that. And that's okay. That's okay. You're not broken. Virgo. I know you're getting emotional right now. Remember that swing thing? Take a deep breath. You're going to be okay, Virgo. Let's talk about the overall. Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a really important card here because once again, you're taking your experience. You're seeing the world. You're making plans here, Virgo. I like this a lot. I like it a lot. Like a lot. Here's your King of Cups. Water splash. Combo. Could you pair any nicer? By the way, your astrology is kind of a mess right now, Virgo. It's like a lot of heavy energy. It's bad decisions. It's whatever. And here I am saying that there's a new love coming in. This could be work. A lot of obstacles, but I'm going to tell you, in an odd sort of way, by the way, you've got some good money in this too. Like whether you get a bonus or whether you get whatever, whether you get a raise, new position. It's all about timing, isn't it? You weren't ready until now. The Four of Swords comes out. I'll let you guys fight amongst yourselves. This is also known as the Romeo and Juliet card. You know what I need? I need a button that goes longer than that. I think I have a shorter one. By the way, special shout out to the sound engineer, the video production guy here. Bob Galhouse Rock, he set this stuff up. I actually added that in, and that was me screwing it up. It wasn't any reflection of Bob, but I thought I'd thank him. Let me show you the anxiety card. This is the Four of Swords. It's really about timing. It's not anxiety. It's about timing. Look at that Gilded Tarot. Like, share, and subscribe. Try and win yourself of your own varied deck of this. It's about timing. Remember the story of Romeo and Juliet? Where he kind of took a nap, and she's like, oh, no, he's dead. I'll drink the poison. Then she drinks the poison, then he wakes up, and he's like, why did she drink the poison? Oh, my gosh, she hath forsaken me. I'm just making stuff up. Drink it all down, Montague. Drink it all down. Because here comes some mega cards. How about a little moon love? By the way, Libra. By the way, Virgo. This is all about your dreams coming true. This is about you partnering with someone. This is about you finding love in this. It's all about timing. It's in the stars. Person of your dream is coming through. Holy Toledo, can't make this stuff up. So shh. You can only be your worst enemy in this. Don't do this to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Just shh. By the way, just to let you know too, astrologically, October 30th is that is the denouement of your absolute poor decision making. I'm not telling you to go away. I'm telling you to be very tactical in how you go about it. Now we're going to bring in the language of light cards to see what our soul has to say about each one of the steps that we just talked about. Here we are. We're talking about your light. How about this for a message from your soul? Inward revolution. Blind revolution, mad. By the way, I drop a lot of 80s and 90s song reference in that. Just have fun with it. See what I say. Go ahead, comment on the link below. Blind revolution. Don't block me. Inward revolution really speaks about how you have actually done the work for your light and your connection to the 5D. Good job, Virgo. That doesn't make it easy down here in the 3D, but I am going to say this to you. You've really got it where it counts. Good job by you. Oh, here we go. Divine animals into your love side of things. Oh, you can't even see that. Oh, there we go. How about if I go over here? There we go. Divine animals. There's a little Leo love there. Could be an indicator to some things. Leo, sun, moon, rising. By the way, if you are a Virgo, sun, moon, rising, this is really talking to you. If you have any of these aspects, pay attention. So what would divine animals, by the way, 22, master number. What does this speak to who you are in this situation in your love? Well, you're all about justice. You're all about high priestess. You're all about sharing your love and finding somebody worthy of your love, and vice versa. Maybe it's an animal. Maybe the divine animal is really about a pet you're bringing into your life, and that's okay too. And by the way, based on the astrology, an animal might be the way to go. I know. Virgos are like cursing me out right now, and that's okay. You can curse me out. Make comments below, but I've got to tell you though, with the divine animal, you want to stay tuned for a lot of the different videos that we're going to have coming out, because we talk about things like soulmates. We talk about things like, whether or not you're a twin flame or not, and what's a karmatic partner. These are all important things to our path. Animals are very important into that path work as well. Right here could be a strong indicator that this is man's best friend coming into your life. And by the way, have you ever met somebody that when they say they've been through a whole lot, and then you meet their dog and they're like, this dog saved me? It's kind of what the spread is showing right now. So if you're thinking about adopting an animal, this is your time. This is really cool. So here I am, I'm talking about learning the lessons with the 8 of Cups, and then the Star card going, hey, listen, we're going to bring you into salvation here. We're going to bring you out of the doldrums. And then you have the High Priestess where it's like, hey, we've got old knowledge coming in. And then the 7 of Swords talking about take it or leave it. Talking about taking what's good for you. You can't forget the lesson, Virgo. That's why you're going to get the remembrance. Your soul's reminding you to remember this. So this is a good time to kind of take your stock into everything and really kind of take a deep breath and take a look at who you are. Take a look at what those connections are. You won't be sorry, Virgo. You're doing the work. The moon, the astrology, everybody is working together on this. And by the way, let's talk about the overall right now. You've got the 2 of Wands. You've got the King of Cups. This is about finding somebody that's a travel partner. Maybe it's a puppy. The timing was off, but now it's right. The moon is about a dream. I can't believe that this reading has become go adopt a puppy. It's where the stars brought us. It's where the cards brought us. Now I'm going to give you this right here. It's Soul Family. By the way, those of you that have never had a pet can't really speak to this, but your soul family is absolutely in the pets that you have been stewards of. I had an awesome cat. Her name was Tesla. Yes, Tesla. Of course, we called her Tessie. She was my cat. She would sit on the arm of the chair. She'd just stare at me. I'd go to pet her. She'd be like, I'm just watching you. She was a Maine Coon cat. Beautiful. Miss her every day. Had a conversation with her this morning. Soul family. We don't get rid of those. So I want to thank you guys for being part of your reading here for October 2021, Virgo. You got a little bit of work to do. This is a bit of a chill out month, but I'm going to tell you, I really get the feeling that when you get into Scorpio energy, when you get beyond that last week in October and good decisions start coming in, I think you're going to kind of take off. I hope you're doing the work to get your ducks in a row. All right, everybody, I want to thank you guys for being a part of it. And again, if you enjoyed any part of this, you're going to click like and subscribe, and you're going to surprise me. You have a chance to win not only the Gilded Tarot deck, but then also if you name the song that I sang the line from, you can win a free reading from me. By the way, if you want to find out more about me, go ahead and click on the link tree below. You'll figure out how to find all sorts of stuff about me, upcoming events, other online events, and of course, booking a reading, whether it be remote or in person. I am in upstate New York, so make sure your travel time is less than 2 hours. Anyways, guys, since we can't be together, we're going to give each other the heart tap, tell each other we care and love for one another. And I'm Conscious Medium Brandon. I almost changed my name in the middle of it. I'm a little tired. I shouldn't do 900 of these in a row. Conscious Medium Brandon, reminding you to just keep going. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for being part of my journey.